Right, so another riveting vlog for you today. I'll put one of these together, I'll put both of them together. I've just got to put the screws in this one now. These are little, you can see them over there, little planters. So I thought I might pretty the garden up a little bit with some more floral blessings. And see how we get on with this. Screws, obviously. To be honest, there's not much to this. Is why I'm doing it. So yes, but I'm sure you've all gathered that. I'm sorry about the noise in the background. It's the local authorities doing some much needed lawn mowing. So I'm sorry if it's very noisy. See, Hazel doesn't do everything in this house, just most of it. Where am I? A couple of minutes ago I was using brute force to put these together. They line up, but some of the joints are too small for the ends to go into, so rather than shave it all down, I thought I'd just use brute force, as is my go-to means, and just smash it together, which I have. And you know what? It's worked better really, because it means that it's tighter. So yeah, we could do a Danny's woodworking class, couldn't we? DIY, do it with DIY Dan. I'm thinking that could be a good thing. What do you guys think? One in there. Good, isn't it? Riveting, well, or screwy. Yes, I know what you're thinking, but Dan, that's an electric screwdriver. It's actually battery operated, but the batteries are died, and I can't find any that will fit it. So, yeah. And I'm not just going to go out for batteries, because that would be very irresponsible. Okay, so one more here. I'm going to do this. I'm not going to video too much of this because it's a bit boring, isn't it? Me just screwing in screws. So yeah, but it's a gorgeous day again. I'm so sorry about the noise in the background, but you know, these things need doing. It's been Lord knows how long since the council have done a tidy up of the local area, the garden, so it is needed. So I for one will be happy with that, as I'm sure that most of the residents will be. Anyway, I'll get back to you once I've done this. I thought I'd give you a different angle. I thought you'd like to know it was me doing it, and not Hazel with some false tattoos on her hands that I think it's me, or make you think it's me. So yeah, here I go. The muscles in that arm. It's amazing. Just amazing. Oh. Okay. Oh, bit of brute force needed again. I think no, it went in all right. There does seem to be a screw missing from each of these. Not me. Yeah, there is a screw missing from me. There seems to be a screw missing from each of these planters that we've got. I don't know how they do. How do they manage that? How can you not count 8 screws? What are these people employing? Or is it machines that calculate? I don't know anymore. Right. That's nice and tight. Nearly done with this. It's nearly a job completed, which is quite unlike me, because normally I'll start a job and then walk off. As Hazel said the other day, I tend to be like a magpie. I tend to see something shiny and I'm off. Hence those board games. If they're shiny, it's mine. It's going to come home with me. And invariably, a lot of it's not good. These are okay. These are pretty cool for the money. I think I paid, I don't know, 30 quid or something for the pair of them. Now if you're handy, unlike me, you're probably thinking, well, I could make them for pennies if I had some spare wood. I'm not of the handy type, and you should know that by now watching my videos. I'm very unhandy, but Hazel's a handy one. I might actually buy her some power tools for Christmas and her birthday next year. At least that way, you know, she wears the trousers in this house anyway, she might as well have the power tools. I know you lot think, wow, he gets away with a lot. But the truth of the matter is, she knows she's the one with the power. And I'm just an oik that she picked up on the bottom of her shoe at some point. And I said to her once, I'm very trying. She said, yes, you are. Hey, all jokes, dad jokes. So don't judge me for using a battery operated or electric screw, or battery operated in this case screwdriver, to put together these pots. Look at that. What a beauty. What a thing of beauty. It belongs in a gallery somewhere, really. As do I. I look like a Picasso. Yeah. Right. Let's crack on. See what other jobs I can do. I know there's some bits I need to sort out from December, actually, last year. When we... Was it December? No. No, it was November last year. When we went to Lapland, UK. We put them in a van. I put some stuff in the van or the car. It didn't work, so we decided to take Merlin, which we did, and it worked out better. But I've got some camping bits I need to sort out. So yeah, you can help me with that if you want, or you can watch. We'll just chat. All right, back again. One empty box. 2-burner cooker. Bought that, and it didn't work. And I thought, I don't know what that is. But it dawned on me after that I'd left it in the car for a couple of nights in the boat, and I'd left the gas in there as well. Why is that not going? See, this is probably why it's not back in the box. I probably had enough of trying it once before and thought I'm not going to bother. But yeah, and it wasn't really working. What's going on here? What's going on, people? You know what, I'm sure it's had something put on it that wasn't on it prior to it coming out of the box, so I'm going to keep that loose. Yeah, so I bought that, and I bought these to go with it, but I left them in the car, and they must have got really cold overnight. Hence, in the morning when we tried it out back in the car before we went, it wasn't great. It wasn't actually doing anything. It wasn't, you know, there was gas coming out, I think, or it wasn't igniting. It was something to do with the cold. So anyway, a couple of those. That's out the van. Still good. I've got so much camping equipment that you wouldn't believe. And that's obviously off of that. And I used to do wild camping years ago. And I was quite into it. I had all the stuff. I've still got a lot of the stuff. And I used to go camping. There was one particular farmer who we knew. And we had a camp that was actually situated permanently up these woods, which was fantastic. And we'd go up there, and there was I'd take me catapults, and I'd go on me catapults and just do some target practice. We built a range up there that we could use for target practice for air rifles and also for catapults, so that was good fun. And I've been into catapults for so long now, quite a few years. I think my dad found one when I was a kid. My brother had bought a house, an old Victorian house in Edmonton. And the woman had been in it for many, many years prior to my brother buying it. And this is going back in the late 70s. And we were clearing out the house and my dad found a catapult in there. Why he gave me a catapult, I will never know. I'm sure that my mum didn't know anything about it, because she would have taken it straight off of me. But probably my dad was as irresponsible as I am, really. So anyway, he let me have this catapult, but he made me swear that I couldn't use it on anything that was living. I had to use it on targets only, and of course that's what I did. And it was great fun, just hitting targets and stuff. I'm not going to say I'm an expert, because I'm not. I'm okay. I'm not fantastic. but they are a lot of fun. They're a real lot of fun. And I preferred them to the air rifles and stuff like that. I'm just not really into sort of guns and stuff, and they were really brilliant. So I've got a couple of them that I'll show you later. But anyway, we used to use this farmland. It was like a wooded farmland. It was lovely, right in the middle of nowhere. And the guy used to let us camp there, and we had a camp situated up there permanently. And I think that it was great while it lasted. And I used to have all this ex-military equipment and modern military equipment that I'd go up there with. We'd have proper like military bell tents set up that we could utilise. I think there was about 5 of them up there. We even had like a wood cabin built up there, just out of old. It was basically out of recycled stuff. It was built. Everything up there was recycled apart from the tents. So it was great. We used to go up there, chop. We felt like a real man. But I was a lot thinner then and a lot healthier, and so I'm hoping to get back to that again. I do really want to go back into the wild camping again because I miss it. I miss the night sitting up there with a campfire, having a cup of tea, just having a meal that you cooked yourselves, you know, with the rudimentary equipment, and just having fun with other people, really. Obviously you wouldn't be able to do it now at the moment because what with the social distancing and stuff, and you're not allowed to sort of move around too far unless it's necessary, and quite rightly so. So yeah, but I'm hoping that once I've lost my weight, I've lost a pound this week, which isn't great, but you know what, a pound's a pound, and it's going in the right direction. Although I did that sneaky way in halfway through, which I shouldn't have. So hopefully by the end of it might be a little bit more. But you know what, I'm happy with the pound. Slowly but surely is the way that I've learned. Don't go on these rush diets. They just don't work because you pile it all back on again, and it doesn't really teach you how to acclimatise yourself to eating properly. And I think that was my problem. But now that I'm on this diet, which is Slimming World, actually, I'll tell you, it's Slimming World. It works better for me because it means that I can have mostly everything I like. A lot of stuff you have to sin. I think I'm allowed 25 sins or 25 sins a day, which is fine. Don't always use them. I think they like you to use them rather than save them up, which is something that I'm not, because I don't really eat sweet things and crisps and stuff, so it's not really a problem. So that's good. So hopefully that's going to get me down to a fighting weight again, and I'll be happy to just go out and do some wild camps again, which will be good. Unfortunately, as I say, the camp that I was with before is gone now. I don't know what happened. Politics probably. I left prior to it happening because I wanted to go off and do some solo camping. Yeah, it was good. Right, enough of me rambling on. Let's put this stuff away and I'll get back in a minute. So it seems I am man and I have created fire. So that's good. So there was one point there I was thinking it was just rubbish and needs to be chucked out, but no, salvaged, fantastic. So that can be used in future. Jolly good. Right, let's put it away. It's working.
Is it?
Yep.
Flame?
Hear it?
I can hear it, but I can't see a flame.
Yeah, there's a flame there. There's a flame there.
Are you sure?
If you look through this, you can see it.
Because if not, you'll just
Yeah,
pop your dress out.
It's open, isn't it? You can't really. You can't. I saw it a minute ago. You can see it.
Ooh. Yeah, you can.
So it works.
It does work. Hooray!
Hey, that's good. So not consigned to the bin. I'm going to keep it now.
That's a good idea.
I noticed what we needed to do that we didn't actually, apart from that,
yeah,
is that bit there. When you screwed it down,
yeah,
you need to pull. See that little brass valve on top?
Yeah.
That needs pulling up or pushing down. I can't remember now. I didn't realise that actually released. Obviously, I've never used one like this.
I can see it's
pulling up. But yeah, so that's good.
How did you find that out?
I just buggered about with it. You know, like we're very, very trial and effort, aren't we? You and I.
More luck than judgment. Then.
It's always luck more than judgment. So yeah, so that's good. So
that's a good idea. So then
yes,
we could shove that in the back of the car.
Yep.
And if we go out anywhere and we want a cup of tea, we can make a cup of tea on there.
I would keep it in the back of the car, but for one thing, the last time we kept that in the back of the car, it got very, very cold, and I think that was still contributing to the problem that it wasn't lighting up.
Okay.
Well, I think I might. If I'm wrong, guys, tell me. But it's just I'm just guessing that. I think I heard it somewhere once, and now it's gospel, like most stuff.
It's written in English. Oh, it's in English on the top.
Of course, it's not. Oh, is it written in English?
On the top, yeah.
It should be. It's Coleman. I think they're aren't they American or British?
Exceeding 50 degrees here. Probably don't put it in the car then.
No. And you remember that when we took it out last time, it was absolutely freezing cold.
It doesn't say cold stops it though.
But it's good though, isn't it?
It says, yeah, definitely.
It's jolly good.
Yeah, it is.
Are you still at work?
I
Of course
am.
you're still at work.
I'm still at work, yeah, I am.
Are you still speaking to the naughty people?
I am still speaking to the naughty
Are
people.
they ever so naughty?
I've spoken to one naughty person, no other naughty people are answering the phone.
Are they being naughty not
Yeah,
answering
they
their phone?
And I'm
Right.
trying to read how we've got to record things now because they keep sending out things that change every 5 flipping minutes.
Well, do you know what? Clearly, I'm good at working things out, so just ask me in future.
Alright, so if I do a phone contact, how do I need to record that now?
I just said, let me have a look at the rules, and I'll apply them.
Alright, thanks.
Right, I'll speak to you in a bit. It's old Lily the Lou. Lily the Lou. Hello, Lil. How are you? You come and show you your day. Oh, you inspecting my work? Nice. So this is mostly what I've been doing during the lockdown. So nothing really practical, or nothing that you've achieved. My handicap's getting better.
Great shot.
Right, I'm up next. Yeah. Bit of a waste, isn't it? Never mind. It's fun. This is my shot now. Oh, no. Come on, no. Oh, I just missed. Bugger. On the fringe. You see that? You see a little head above the... That's Fox. He's in the box. Fox in the box. So I did a whole video of him in the box here. He was telling me that it was like, he's got chocolate bars in there in a box, and yeah, pretty amazing, really. Oh, hang on, this guy's run out of time. He's disconnected. This could be an opportune moment for me to strike. Anyway, there he is. He's in the box. And apparently it's his back cave. I have no idea. Hello. Fair enough. Oh, what a way to lose. Poor guy. Anyway, let's see if I can do better. Oh, again, I fluffed it again. How can I fluff it? Are you all right there?
Yeah. I'm a bit hot.
Oh, he's back again. He's back again. No, he's gone again. He's gone again. You're a bit hot. That's because you're in a box.
No, I can't stand up.
Is that your back cave, is it?
Yeah.
What is it? Your back cave? Have you got your supplies in there?
What do you say?
Have you got your supplies in there? Yeah, I won this one. More default, really, than actually winning it. Right. So I did a whole series of videos of him in his box. And I'll get back on. And then I did some videos of me being very, very constructive. And I was putting Milton in my grey water container and my freshwater container. So I was giving them a good clean out. But what happened was, because, well, basically I recorded it too fast and I couldn't adjust it on here. So I've had to just scrap it. But anyway, you got this, so you still get to see my lovely face. So that's a plus, isn't it? Anyway, let's see what we can do. Nelson's turn. See how good you are, Nelson. Probably better than me, in all fairness. What's that? Oh, hang on. This is riveting, isn't it? It's quite a good app, actually.
Perfect shot.
Trouble is, I'm getting a little bit too embroiled in it, and it's hard to put it down. Right, I'm up. This is my shot again. Oh! Placed it in a bunker. Look, you're not going to want to watch too much more of this, so I'll get back to you later. So Nelson, he wins if he puts this and puts this. Oh, he fluffed it. That leaves me in. Unfortunately, I buggered it up as well. Hang on. I don't know, darling. We'll have to wait and see. Come on. But come on, Nelson. I'm bored of it now. Just put it in a hole. Riveting, isn't it, this vlog? Yeah. And stop knocking me, please, Fox. Oh.
Great shot.
Nice on. Oh, no, he hasn't. I'm still in. Right. Right, I've got a bogey. Not up the nose, but a golf bogey, so that's good. Come on, Nelson, see how you do now. You got. Oh, he's going to put it in a draw now. Then, if we draw, then we have a contest so you can get the ball nearest the hole. Oh my God! I think I've won. Yeah, I've won! Champion! Well, that was lucky. Nelson was far worse than I was. So
No can do.
great. What?
I said no can do.
No can what?
No can do.
No can do. But yes, Daddy did do.
Yeah.
Daddy did do. Daddy won big.
saying
Daddy won
no
1,600
can do.
imaginary pounds.
I was saying no.
I might spend it on
I was saying no.
imaginary holiday.
I was saying.
Well, it doesn't get any more exciting than that, I'm afraid. So I'm going to say goodbye to you, and I will see you in the next vlog. Hope you enjoyed the golf. Hope you enjoyed my DIY tips. Not many tips, but watch me do DIY.
She knows
See you in a bit.
full well how to
Bye,
put
guys.
things